Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wonderful people, also freedom. Once again, you're welcome to Expose News TV, and let us give you the news update. Still talking about Nnamdi Kanu and everything that pertains to Nnamdi Kanu currently. Carlo, the deputy speaker, has come out to say you can't force Tinubu to release Nnamdi Kanu. Deputy Speaker Carlo tells agitators. Let us go straight up to that news without wasting any more of your time. The Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Benjamin Okeze Carlo, has stated that using legal action would not result in the release of detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu. The ranking lawmaker rather said agitators should use political approach in negotiating for the release of the IPOB leader with President Bola Tinubu-led government. Kalu stated this while addressing the press after the inaugural meeting of the House of Representatives Committee on Southeast Development Commission SEDC at the National Assembly Complex in Abuja. He, however, appealed to President Bola Tinubu to temper justice with mercy and release Nnamdi Kanu. The Deputy Speaker also commended the President for his continuous and tremendous support and commitment toward peace, development, and stability in the southeastern region. He noted that the President, since assuming office, has in various ways proven his love for the Southeasterners through his speedy ascent to the Southeast people. Well, I'm not going to go much into this Benjamin Carlo stuff because I don't read him. A man who, has sold himself because of politics will never be rated in the Biafran struggle. Nnamdi Kanu clarified, that first of all, nobody should beg on my behalf because I never committed any crime. After all, the United Nations, intervened and told the zoo to release Nnamdi Kanu, yet they didn't. So why will you beg on my behalf, according to Nnamdi Kanu? He never committed any, law, any crime, rather, known by law. He is being held, because of the fact that the zoo government are scared of him. It's as simple as that. They are scared of what he is capable of doing. Because he's capable of bringing the country down. And we already seeing that. So I'm not going to talk about Kalu, a man who has sold his conscience, he shouldn't be rated in Biafraland. Let us go to another one. Maxwell Opara have come out to say that Nnamdi Kanu said we should sit down. No, he said that we should sit down and walk away, that we should not represent him again. Maxwell Opara has reviewed. Maxwell Opara, a civil rights activist and lawyer for Nnamdi Kanu, spoke to journalists after the indefinite adjournment of Kanu's case. In a YouTube video, he explained that Kanu chose to represent himself, asking his legal team to step away. Maxwell said, as a lawyer, we have our rules of ethics. And you discover that when we are trying to calm him down, he said that we should sit down and walk away, that we should not represent him again. So he decided. So he's not a lawyer. So he decided. So he's not a lawyer. And I think the judge and the federal government understand because many people have applied to the federal government. Opara noted that various groups, including Ohaneze Ndigbo and Afenifere, have urged the federal government to resolve the situation politically by releasing Kanu for peace. He emphasized that there is a standing court order that the judge should address, asserting that the judge has the authority also to set aside that order to regain jurisdiction over the case. He further said, the Ohaneze Ndigbo, the Afenifere, and many other persons have applied and begged the federal government, please use political means to resolve this matter by releasing Nnamdi so that we may have peace. And now the judge on the issue of the judging, there is a subsisting court order that is what Nnamdi is saying. One expected the judge to first of all set aside that order. You give the order, you have the right to set aside the order, and even that, to set aside the order, you have now given way for you to have jurisdiction into the matter. Let us go into other issues on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Me then, because gave him, she will wash her hands of this very case. Two things, only two. Only two. Nothing else. Is either she succumbs to the threat of Malami and co. Malami and his criminal gang that ruled Nigeria for 6 good years with an impostor in the name of Muhammadu Buhari. Is either she succumbs to their threat or she will hands off this very case. And it is very, very soon. It's going to happen very, very soon. This is not a prophecy. This is going to happen. This is reality. It's going to happen very, very soon. Whether they like it or not, it's going to happen. I'm telling you, I'm assuring you today. The time right now is exactly 48 minutes past 8 p.m. here in Biafraland, in the land of Chukwokika Biama. I am not a prophet, and I am not expecting or planning to be tomorrow. But take my word for granted at your own peril. Let's continue. Now listen. Binta Nyako is in a very tight corner. Her hands are tied. She doesn't know what to do. In the year 2017, when Binta Nyako made her first rule that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has committed no crime. Listen, in the year 2017, when Binta Nyako granted Mazi Nnamdi Kanu bail and said that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has committed no offense. No offense. Because Nigeria is signatory to the law, to the international and local laws, to the international and African charter that guarantee every oppressed people to fight for their freedom. Both African Charter Article 3, Article 20, Article 20, between 1, 2, and 3, it stated that every oppressed people will have the freedom to fight for their freedom from the oppressor. And it called it liberation struggle. That is the word used by the African Charter, Article 20, 1, 2, and 3. If you go there right now, you are going to see it. It is written boldly there. And Nigeria as a country or as a state is signatory to that very charter. So Binta Nyako is fully aware that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has committed no offense. That is the reason why she discharged him in the year 2017. She granted him bail in the 2017 and made it public that this man has committed no offense. That is the first time she said that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has committed no crime before she was threatened. Now, look at what happened here. This is exactly what happened. And this is from the official website of EFCC, the Economic Financial Crime Commission. Listen, I am giving you direct, don't ask me evidence because this is the evidence. This is the official website of the EFCC, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. Is from their official website. I am not reading from any zoo newspaper. Now, having shown you this, I want to let you know that what you are seeing on your screen right now is the crime that was committed by the husband of Justice Binta Nyako. His name is Murtala Nyako. His name is Murtala Nyako, the husband of Binta Nyako. He was the former governor of Adamawa State. They are from Adamawa State. Murtala Nyako and Binta Nyako. And then their first son, Abdulaziz Nyako, who served under his own father as a commissioner, as a minister, under his father. They colluded together and stole Adamawa State dry. But the one that EFCC has evidence of is the one that they stole 29 billion naira fraud. 29 billion. That is the one, not all the money that they stole, but the one that EFCC has evidence of. And the man was arrested and, of course, imprisoned. Not really prison, but he was put behind bars for quite some time, and he was bailed while the case is still in the court since 2021 till today. Nobody has ever mentioned that very case again. They are using the case to threaten Binta Nyako that if you fail to jail this innocent man called Nnamdi Kanu, we are going to jail your husband and your first son. 29 billion naira fraud, the one that EFCC has evidence of. Not all the total money that was stolen, because this man and his first son stole Adamawa State dry in dollars. So they are using it. Malami, who is in charge of Nnamdi Kanu's case, not even this idiot from Yorubaland, not even this current so-called Minister of Justice of the Federation, not even this one has nothing to say. The current Attorney General of the zoo right now is just a puppet. He has nothing to offer. He has nothing to say in the case of Nnamdi Kanu. The case of Nnamdi Kanu is still in the hands of Malami, Abubakar Malami and his criminal gang. These are the people who are in charge of Nnamdi Kanu's case, not this Yoruba man. Yes, they are just use that man as the picture. They just put him there. But he is not the one who is in charge of Nnamdi Kanu's case. It's Malami and co. I also want to use this medium again today, being the 10th day of February 2025, to send another message to Binta Nyako, because when you put that justice there, it looks like somebody who has integrity. She has no integrity. Her family has no integrity, because all the crimes being committed by your husband and your first son are in the public. There is no integrity. So, Binta Nyako, I told you on the 21st of April 2024 that the best thing for you to do is to hands off the case. And by the time Nnamdi Kanu told you that he is no longer confident with you and your operations, you actually did the same by handing off the case, by handing off your hands from the case. And today, the same people who want to use you to convict an innocent man because they are threatening you because of the crime that your husband and your first son committed, tell them that you can no longer continue. Because the more you force yourself in this case, the more you expose yourself and the criminality of your family to the public. So as early as this moment, tell whoever that is threatening you that you can no longer continue. They can go ahead and do whatever they want to do. It is better that they do not push you to commit something that your generation will suffer till eternity. It is better that they jail whoever they want to jail, whether your husband or your first son, for crime that they truly committed than to pushing you to commit a heinous crime, a sacrilege, abomination that your entire generation will suffer till eternity. Binta Nyako, this very message is for you. I will not talk more than this. Now, having said this, remember I said I'm going to open the line when the time comes. I have two messages for two people. I will first of all send the first message to those who are in charge of the Biafra army, the Biafra armed forces. I am not going to mention anybody's name because the other people say they are in charge, while the other people say they are in charge. So whoever that is in charge of the Biafra armed forces, I want you to know, no Orejigo. Ugo ebelugo na mgbawu. Ugo ebelugo na mgbawu. Now, I have a message for you. Pay attention, please. Binta Nyako, today, 10th of February 2025, adjourned the case of Nnamdi Kanu indefinitely. Pay attention, please. Pay very, very good attention. I hope they are all listening right now. Binta Nyako, I repeat, has today, 10th of February, on the case of Nnamdi Kanu indefinitely. Do you know what that means? Indefinitely, meaning that there is no day of trial, there is no day of any court case, we are not expecting to see Nnamdi Kanu anytime soon. We are not expecting to see Nnamdi Kanu anytime soon because Binta Nyako has adjourned the case indefinitely. And because of the uproar today and the fight, the battle at the court today, I do not see Binta Nyako. Thank you, my brother, Emmanuel Remiju's channel. God bless you. And of course, God bless everybody who has been commenting. I thank every one of you. Now, listen and pay very good attention to this. Very, very important. Nnamdi Kanu may not be seen anytime soon until, because I don't see Binta Nyako coming to court because of this case again, because of what happened. The shame today was too much. So I do not see Binta Nyako coming to court for this case again, not even anytime soon, but again. So therefore, there's going to be an eternal battle. This is a message. This is a message to those who are in charge of the Biafra armed forces. Pay attention, please. Binta Nyako is not the way I see it, although threat is too much on her. I don't know, she might say, okay, I will come tomorrow. But I do not see her coming back to this case again. So, since the case of MNK has been adjourned indefinitely, meaning no date, no time, anytime every well, this is the time we need our army now. I don't want to go back to what has happened in the past 2 months, since January, end of December, January, and this new February. I don't have to be talking about it because it's already everywhere, how the zoo is coming here to take over our land. I don't want to say much because it's already in the public. How Asawana of Asari Dokubo that we chased away from our land when our PM, is here with us. We chased them away, buyed a lot of them because they are terrorist organization, chased the remaining ones. Today, Asawana is everywhere in Biafraland, especially in Imo State. By an innocent Igbos, Asari Tokumbo, who found the Asawana terrorist group, sworn, not even sworn, he promised, he told them, buy anybody you see at sight. This Asawana came with anger of Asari Dokubo, anger of Asari Dokubo against Mazi Nnamdi and against Mazi Samonepa. Asawana carries the anger of Asari Dokubo against Ndibo. They are not, they have this Asawana. I want you to pay very good attention. I'm telling you what is happening on ground now. Asawana has no business whatsoever with Biafra Liberation Army. Pay very good attention. Asawana has absolutely no business confronting the Eastern, confronting the Biafra Liberation Army, BLA, because they know that they can't confront them. Do you know what Asawana is doing in Imo State, in Olu, in Okigwe? Do you know what they are doing? In the old Imo, they enter village, they buy people. Anybody they see outside is a suspect. They gun them down. In the past 1 month, Asawana, in conjunction with the Zoo terrorist army and police, have been wreaking havoc in our land, both in Anambra, in the old Anambra and old Imo, especially within Ihiala axis. They go into villages, they buy people, they don't want to know who you are. Those who, especially the vulnerable Igbo Biafrans in those areas. That is what Asawana and Zoo terrorist army have been doing. For the past 1 to 2 months now, it has been happening. And then the evil politicians will come on air, on television, to tell you, since Mazi Samonepa when Subu, since Ejime arrest, if you see the kind of calmness in Igbo land now, it is a lie. The calmness they are talking about is because the Biafra armed forces is no longer active. Our army is ineffective, is not functioning. I'm telling you the truth. I am telling you the gospel truth. Our armed forces is ineffective, so therefore nothing is going on. That is the reason why the criminal politicians from Igbo land will go on air to tell you, since the arrest of Simon Ekpa, if you see the calmness in Igbo land now, there is no calmness anywhere in Igbo land. It is even worse than before, as I'm talking to you right now, because these people are now buying people unchallenged. They are buying people unchallenged. And these evil politicians will never speak about it. Rather, they will come and tell you, calm has returned in Igbo land. It is a lie. The calm they are talking about is because our army is no longer effective. The only way they are effective now is when the Zoo army, try to go and look for them where they are stationed in the forest. Then some of them will be lucky to buy some of the terrorist army and police. It has never been like that before. before is that you cannot come to our village. You don't even have to come to the bush to look for them. You cannot come to our villages and buy our people and go back alive. It was never like it. It has ever happened. It's happening only now, not before. Now they will come here, buy innocent Biafrans, our women and children, and they will go back unchallenged. Anya mmili na agbam n'anya. So our people are busy doing saga online. Those who are listening and praising sagacious individuals on social media will be busy writing comments, telling them right on, while our people are being pied on a daily basis here in Biafraland. It is a big shame. I am quite disappointed. So my message to them who are in charge of the Biafran security is to step up the game. Step up the game. Step up the game. Now that Nnamdi Kanu's case has been adjourned indefinitely, it is time to break the jinx. It is time to break the hands of the zoo. It is time to give it to them. Woto, woto. Woto, woto. It is time to raise the bar. It is time to raise the bar. It is time to raise the bar. Everybody said everybody who comes online talks about Biafra Liberation Army. So Biko, we want those armies that everybody is talking about to be active now. Now, not tomorrow. Now. Now, now, now. If we fail to do something right now, especially now that this case has been adjourned indefinitely, in the next 2 years, we may not even see the appearance of Nnamdi Kanu in the court. I am saying it today. Mark today's date, 10th of February 2025. But take my word for granted at your own peril. The case has been adjourned indefinitely. If we fail to do something right now, be rest assured you are not going to see Nnamdi Kanu in court even in the next 2 years. Because the only thing the zoo wanted is to silence him. So if the case is not going on and he is being abandoned in the custody, the zoo has nothing to lose. Pay attention. The zoo has nothing to lose. Are you listening? The zoo has nothing to lose. So it is time for us to step up the game. Those who are in charge of the security of Biafra, you are the one that I'm talking to. Because the two, should I call it two government? The two people or two groups who are, fighting for or talking about the Biafra restoration. Everybody is speaking about the Biafra Liberation Army. So who are in charge? We don't want to know who is in charge, but I know who is who. So if anyone that is effective fighting the zoo, giving it to them woto woto, I will come here and tell you, my brothers and sisters, oh boy, dota, boy, push our army. Let us support him or her. I remain the same person I told you that I am. And I can never, ever be bullied into succumbing or doing what I don't want to do or something that is not right. Now, having sent this message, very, very clear message to everybody, all people who are talking about the Biafra Liberation Army, Biafra Liberation Army, Biafra Liberation Army, that this is the time we need them to act. The zoo must receive it woto woto. They have been parading themselves here, parabolating everywhere in our land, unchallenged. It must not continue. it must not continue, especially in this critical time that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case has been adjourned indefinitely. The zoo will stand to lose nothing if he remains in their custody for the next 2 years without any trial. Now, having said that, the last message I have is for Adade Oramma. I will call you by your name. I believe that you are listening to me right now from your location. Please pay very good attention. I have a message for you. In the beginning of this whole thing, I was the only one who made a move, who put a call across, sent voice notes to Mazio Genkere and Dr. Ngozo Arabueze, calling them for a meeting to settle this very matter. Pay attention, please, because this very word that I'm about to say right now, or this very message that I'm about to send, I will not send this message again. This is going to be the first and the only time I'm going to do this. I am the only one. I did not say I am the person. I said I am the only person, only one person who put call across to these two individuals, calling them for a meeting so that we can be able to settle it. Even before that, move that I made, I was already on live broadcast calling them to settle the matter inside instead of bringing it outside. And then when I didn't see any move to settle it between themselves, I called, and of course, I sent a voice note calling them for a meeting to resolve the matter. It is quite unfortunate that position and money has made our people to look down on those who paved the way for their success. It's quite unfortunate. Let me repeat. Position and money has made our people to neglect and look down on those who are supposed to be seen as heroes, those who pave way for their success. Position and money. Because I can't listen to anybody. Who are you to listen to? Are you richer than me? Are you more educated than me? Are you wiser than me? I have traveled, I've traveled far and wide. I am bigger than you, so who are you to talk to me? This is our problem. Now,